I'm not surprised at all. This is in, in, in line with a pattern of dealing with social problems in the kingdom. If you remember at the start of the Arab Spring, when it began to spread across the region, the then king was in Morocco. He returned and then he gave lavish gifts to unemployed and young people, houses in particular. So this is a way of buying loyalty and keeping people in check and avoiding some kind of uh, uh, criticism of the system.
Okay.
That said,
Go ahead.
now, yeah, I was just going to make the point that the principle of blood money being paid to, the relatives of the victim of the disease is enshrined in Islamic traditions and law. But what it does underscore, if they claim, that they have been acting in this manner according to Islamic principles, it underscores their guilt, in the matter. However, what is not known still is who were the people responsible for ordering it and who carried it out. And this can only be ascertained through a due process in a court of law.
Right, but Saudi has already been criticized for not allowing that due process to continue, especially outside the country, as the United Nations, for example, would see fit. But let me ask you, I mean, some who are criticizing these payments, they see it as either a sort of hush money. Yeah, I mean, comment on that, actually. Is it hush money? Do you know if the children are actually allowed to speak out, or if there's going to be some sort of implicit deal in them accepting these kinds of payments in exchange for something rather obvious? Go ahead.
It's rather ironic because, the issue of freedom of expression was the principle for which their father paid his life. I mean, he was predominantly concerned with this issue. He spoke on behalf of those dissenters who were jailed and who didn't have an opportunity to get their message across to the international community. So, in a sense, yes, I agree that this is a hush money, but it is not very strange. It is very much in accord with what exists. It's the status quo that you don't speak out in this kingdom. You keep silent and you follow the rules that have been laid down to you.